So today I'm going to be trying out the tattoo waterproof breathable non-toxic eye tattoos that everyone is just raving about. So I got these off Amazon. I'll go ahead and link it for anyone who's interested. And I have the size E10. I ordered a few other ones, but they're taking a lot longer. They also came damaged like this. They were folded in an envelope. And at first, I was really considering sending them back. It's really just one of them that's slightly damaged. Maybe don't use the link I put below. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I've got some cotton ball and water in a cup just to make sure I don't have any extra residue on my face. I'm gonna use a bit of alcohol just to wipe away any excess oils from my brows. It burns! Okay, it doesn't burn. I feel a slight tingle. Yeah, be careful if you decide to put alcohol in and around your eyebrows. I do this all the time. I know how to gently swipe and not pour it into my eyeballs. I also noticed that these aren't the eyebrows on this side, but I like how they put it on the other side just so you can see where they're being placed once you put the paper onto your. So I'm just going to carefully cut around the eyebrow, shape it a bit more. I always complain to my husband how it takes so long to cut down these videos, and it's because I'm doing crap like this. I'm cutting for 5 minutes straight on a video. Why? You don't need to see this. Nobody cares how I'm cutting it. Let's be honest. It looks close to the shape I'd like. People's face shape is all different, so I get that they would want to add length to it, and you can always cut it down for people who don't need that much length, but oh my god, I'm too much. I still have the plastic film on the side I'm touching my face so that nothing actually gets tattooed onto my face just yet. I'm gonna line up the brow bone, the tip. I also feel like this has a higher arch than I'm used to. These hairs don't need to be there for me, but if I don't include them, how will it look? Alright, well let's just start out by trimming off some of this front hair part. I use a pencil just to mark. So I'm going to place it roughly where I'd want my eyebrows to be, just like that. I want to say there is where my eyebrow starts, usually. A little bit more forward. Okay, let's just trim off a little bit. Let's not go full on, because then if they're too short, you can't go back. Cut off about that much. Bye-bye, don't need it. Okay, now I'm just more concerned that it's these fine hairs that I'm not gonna like, and I'm gonna have to take it off with more of the alcohol. Let's just go for it. Let's stop fucking around here. Peeled off. Should have shown you. Where'd it go? I'm gonna peel off the actual clear part. Garbage, don't need that no more. It should now have sort of a tacky layer so that I can at least lay it on the skin without having to hold it. So that's one. Let's do the other. They're actually twins. I feel like they inverted the picture. There was no actual creation of different brows. Oh my god, what is it like to have twin eyebrows? Does it look realistic? Peeling off. Layer we don't need. Tackiness helps keep it on. Oh my god. I can't peel it off. It's not even wet yet. So let's really hope that that's where I want them to be. I'm gonna hold the tip. It's like when you were a kid and you had those fun, colorful temporary tattoos that you stuck all over your arms. Got them at carnivals, parade, loot bags. That's pretty much what this is. Maybe it's a different formula, but I'm curious to also know how long these will stay on. So I put enough water. I really want to drench them so that they fully come off, because thinking back when I was a kid as well, when I put on temporary tattoos, I would always pick my favorite one and I would put it on my arm and I'd water it up and want to peel it off right away, but it hadn't actually come off the paper yet, and I just ruined my favorite temporary tattoo. So I learned over time you have to be patient in making sure it stays damp. Make sure it comes off first before peeling it, because you're just gonna ruin your eyebrow. And I'm just waiting for it to naturally slide off. This one's already started to slide off. We can have the big reveal. I'll wait a few moments. Okay, I think I've waited enough time. I'm gonna peel off a little bit of the corner just to make sure. A little bit more dab of water just to be sure, and press ever so gently for the reveal. she's very brown. They're showing up a lot more brown on this than they are in real life. It could be the lighting. It looks damp. It's not. It's because of the adhesive that is sticking to your actual brow. They're much thicker as well than I would say that I normally do my eyebrows, but it at least gives like a microblade type of finish. This I could go out in. I'm happy with this shape up here. It's this here that I'm not crazy about. On this one, I think I'm going to use a bit of alcohol and rub that off. A little bit of the residue that's left underneath, and try and actually take off a bit of this. I'm not crazy about it. For my first time application, it's not terrible. I would say that I've done this eye more accurately to my eye shape. This one doesn't look like it was angled properly. It looks like I put it on a bit too horizontal. This whole sheet, which comes with 11, cost me $11, so that's $1 per eyebrow set. And the other ones that I got are coming from overseas. It was only $3.50 per 11 pack, so that's even less expensive. This eyebrow shape is much more common, so it's in a higher demand, the E10, so it was a bit more difficult to find at a less expensive cost, so I went ahead and purchased them for almost 3 times the cost because I really wanted to try these ones. And they came a lot quicker, so I'm not going to complain. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my whole makeup so you can see how it looks with makeup. I don't even know where to start my makeup routine because just to make them last a bit longer, I wouldn't want to put product on them because every time I have to wipe that product away, it's normally an oil-based product that I'm gonna use to remove makeup. So this throws my whole routine off. See if it takes me any shorter time to do this than not having to spend at least 10 minutes on my eyebrows. Start timer. So about under 20 minutes to do my entire makeup, which I go for a little bit more basic of a look. I'm not putting on a full face. The only thing that I could say about them is that while I was putting on a bit of concealer just to heighten the brow a little bit, it looks like I left product right there because it's stuck to the eyebrow tattoo. I was really trying to keep things off of the eyebrow just so it lasts a little bit longer, but I didn't take off enough of the edge residue. Product really sticks to it. Like, I can't blend that out. It happened worse on the other side. Doesn't look great. I cannot. I've tried. Cannot blend it out. I also found using the Beauty Blender closer to the eyebrows worked better than the brush I was trying to use. But this is just like, it's on there. I think it's actually getting worse if I rub it in more because the oils from under my skin are now taking off other product. That's one thing that I would probably make sure to keep in mind, is that you'd want to touch up the edges and take off any of the extra eye tattoo that's not the actual brow. But we'll see how long these last for. Keep you updated. Sorry, I sound really raspy. It's first thing in the morning, but I've already lost an eyebrow, which is slightly disappointing. I figured it would last a few days and help with my makeup routine, not even 24 hours, at least on one eye. And I was being so careful to make sure I wasn't overly rubbing it, touching it too much, or scratching it in my sleeve. I don't know why this eyebrow lasted, but this one didn't. Maybe I lie on my right side more. Unfortunately, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this product. I don't think it's really going to help my routine. It took just as long to apply them than to draw them on how I usually do. These would be something that I could put on if this is the only thing I'm putting on. I don't think it's something I'm going to wear every single day. I also think the reason why it didn't work for me is because my skin is so oily. I showed you how I removed any excess oils before I applied them with a bit of alcohol, and that didn't even seem to do anything at all. My skin is just too oily for temporary tattoos. So now I have just one lonely eyebrow. Fortunately for me, it was a fail. Maybe it would work for you.